Boys, here we go again. We're back. It feels good to be back, doesn't it?
It does. I'm really excited, boys. I will admit I did miss the podcast over the summer, so I'm very happy to be back with you, boys.
Yeah, it's been a long summer without the podcast.
That's to be fair.
I hope you lads had a good summer, though. Did you?
Yeah, I did actually. Did you?
Yeah, very nice. Thank you.
I just chilled out. Worked, got the odd dosh in.
Yeah,
same here, mate.
I think we all did. That's what we have to do as uni students, isn't it?
Go back home, earn the dosh, and then come and spend it on drinks. After
Yeah, exactly. That is the lifestyle,
that
isn't it? You got any press boxes coming up, you two?
I think Chesterfield Notts County on the weekend. Hopefully, should be a decent game.
Yeah.
Bit of League Two action.
Yeah.
Quite a little derby as well, so it should be good. What about you?
No, I'm going to try get into some though. But I tell you what, Chesterfield are really doing well. They're surprising me that.
Yeah, straight from the National League into League Two, and they're up there already. I think they're in eighth position or something. So yeah,
this is good, isn't it? To be
fair,
yeah, a bit like Wrexham on a charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's just get straight into things, and let's start with Liverpool. Henry,
I love that.
How well do you actually think we've been doing?
Do you know what? I'm really impressed. I don't think, especially Liverpool fans, I don't think anyone had an idea of how Liverpool were going to do this season. It was all, no one knew, Klopp going, new manager. But I'm just really enjoying the football, Being top of the league, it's amazing and all. But I'm not like, we're going to win the league, we're title contenders. I'm just enjoying it. I've got no expectations. I'm enjoying the players. It's just been fun this season. I've really enjoyed myself.
It just seems like a continuation from last season, really.
Yeah.
Like you haven't gone backwards, you haven't improved loads. It's just been a continuation, I think, and that's good when you've got a new manager, because you just want to continue the ethos of the club going in the right direction, I think.
Yeah.
But do you know what though? Honestly, I think the real test is coming now. We've got some really tough fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
But I really, Jurgen got the crowd going. Jurgen got Anfield together. And I feel that we've lost that sort of. Don't you feel? It feels a bit flat in the.
I get what you mean, but I think that's going to come with time. Klopp,
it's going to happen.
Set the world alight at Anfield as soon as he came in. I think that will come with time, and I think if he delivers success, the players will get behind him, and the crowd will get behind him, and because fans want nothing more than to win a trophy, right? And if you give them a trophy, they're going to get behind you.
He has to build up that relationship.
Exactly,
he has to build up that relationship. It's like you look at Arteta, the Arsenal fans, Arsenal finishing 8th and there was no relationship. Now he's got them on the right path. It's like the relationship with the fans is so much better. And I think Schlott, obviously I don't think Liverpool are going to finish 8th, let me get that out there. But I think he just needs to build up that relationship with the fans and then the atmosphere will improve.
Well, the one thing I do like about Schlott is he's so... I don't know if you know this, but he's so particular about even small things. So the things he's changed at the training ground so far is players have to eat together. They have to do hydrotherapy together. He's focused. Training sessions are longer, but they're less intense. And he focuses more on the gym and individual programs to avoid injuries. And he's also said that it's on a game night they can stay at home with their families because he wants them to sleep on their own mattress because they'll sleep better.
Yeah.
I think little things like that. Even do you remember when he was training the players with them goggles on? They could only see when they were training. They had these goggles on, but they could only.
Wasn't it like the drunk goggles or something?
Yeah, you couldn't see your peripheral vision.
Yeah.
You just got straight ahead. Little things like that. I think he's really good with that, and I think people are ruling it out because we've got some tough fixtures coming. But Liverpool, we've got such a good squad.
We've got really good momentum going as well, and the fixtures we've had so far haven't been the trickiest. Let's be honest. And we've got. I know we've got a span of Real Madrid and City within 4 days, which is it's like a nightmare. But I think if we keep this momentum going, I'd be quite confident we pick up a few points in this next run of fixtures.
What do you make of the style of play though? Because I watched the Liverpool Crystal Palace game in which you won 1-0. You played quite well, and especially in the first half. But in the second half, Palace should have equalised. It was very topsy-turvy. I'm not sure if that's the way he likes to play, but it's very end-to-end. And I thought that same as the Wolves game. Do you guys like that as fans? Or
I like the counter-attacks, the quick football, and I like the new system with Ryan Gravenberch, who I think, by the way, has been phenomenal.
He has been phenomenal.
But I think it's different. I think we're still getting used to it. So, like I said, I'm enjoying it at the minute, and I'm not really critiquing it. I don't know about you, Harvey. What do you think?
Yeah, I like the style of play. I like watching it. I think it's quite positive. I like you say, Ryan Gravenberch's been incredible. I mean, this guy's getting man of the match every bloody game.
Every
He's
game.
been reinvented, hasn't he?
I know.
completely?
Yeah.
As you just watch him, it's the confidence. Just like he's in his own third, and he's just taking players on with ease and just like spreading the ball out. It's great performances.
I know.
But we have to mention the biggest blow for Liverpool is going to be Alisson's out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 6 weeks. It's such big shoes to fill for Kelleher. He's done it before, but it is a huge miss.
But we've
It's
got
huge miss.
such tough oppositions to play against. Kelleher against Haaland.
I know. It's a bad time for him to be out because these next run of games they're tough, really tough. So
I think that, the
missing
defence and the midfield really have to put a shift in these
Yeah,
next few games, don't they?
100%.
But with Van Dijk, he's the leader in the team, so I think he'll give confidence to whoever's in
Yeah.
goal. So I wouldn't be too worried about it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm not a Liverpool fan, so there you go.
I'm not too worried because I know Kelleher has done it before and he'll do a job. He's such a good number 2 keeper. But he's no Alisson, is he? Let's hold our hands up and say that.
Do you know what's doing my head in? And a lot of other people's, another international break. I mean, we've literally just had one.
I know, and it's not even like World Cup or Euros qualifiers, it's just the Nations
Yeah.
League.
Yeah.
And especially for England, it's like, we were discussing this, we're playing Greece, it's like, I'm not going to tune in tonight, I couldn't care less.
No.
I'm having a pint, mate.
Yeah.
I'm having a pint and a bag of crisps. I'm not watching the England game.
No.
I probably will have it in the background.
Yeah, I was about to say, any pub you'll be in,
Yeah,
they've
it will
probably
be
got
on
the
the
game
back.
on TV.
No, I've got no interest in the Nations League. I do like that Lee Carsley has come in and picked different players, like Angel Gomez, Curtis Jones has come in, Timo Livramento. But he's I don't care. I'd rather watch Premier League football this weekend. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's stop, start. Wasn't the first one like 3 games in after the
Yeah.
Premier League? We had
But-
an international.
But then you've got the argument as well, where you overworking these players, and
Yeah.
obviously, like that's a bigger question. And
Oh,
would take-
But
100%.
loads of
take a
them
long
are,
time.
wanting to strike, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Rodri wanted to strike, then
Yeah.
he got done his ACL,
ACL.
and then Son was also talking about being overworked, and
Yeah.
he's on his injury.
I mean, so I was going to say they've got that Club World Cup in the summer as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate,
why?
that's taking the
It's
knee.
just- FIFA just all they want is the cash. All
I
they want
know.
is
Yeah.
the cash, and it's ridiculous.
Well, you've got players like I saw a stat the other day, like Pedri, who I think he's still quite a young player, but there was a season when he was coming through and he played like over 50 games or
yeah,
something.
'cause he
Like,
played in the Euros, the Olympics,
Yeah.
and all of that. Yeah,
it's like he's going to be dead by about 28.
yeah.
If he's playing 50 games a season, like he's not going to reach his potential. He's not going to. You won't get players anymore like your Iniestas who are retiring like late 30s, early 40s. People like you've seen lately, like Hazard's retiring early 30s,
Yeah.
Bale's retired. You're
Varane.
going to get more of that. Varane.
Yeah,
You're going to get
Yeah.
more players like that.
yeah. No, I find that. I agree with you.
And it's like I saw Christian Romero last season. He travelled like distance-wise more than any other player. And he travelled like 17,000 miles. So he's back to Argentina for the
Yeah.
international break, back over, and then he's everywhere. It's just it's wrong, I think.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is all just completely for money, and I don't understand how they're really getting away with it. Even the Champions League formats, it's terrible.
Don't get me
What is
started.
the point? I mean, it's just stupid.
How can you make a league table when every team doesn't play each other?
Yeah,
It don't make
exactly.
sense.
It
It's
makes
not
no
fair.
sense.
And that crap about the top 8 qualify, and then the other teams that are below them then have to go and do
Yeah.
another bloody more games. I mean, it's just.
It was it was perfect before. Like the saying is, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yes, yeah.
It
He was
wasn't
back
broke.
with his
Yeah, I was
says.
about to
That's
say
what I'm saying. It wasn't broke. It was like the system works. We all understood the top 2 go through, third drops to the lower, like the Europa League. I have no idea how it works now. I'll be honest. Is there someone that drops the Europa League? Same with the Conference
To be
League.
honest, I couldn't tell you if someone drops
No,
into Europa League.
not a clue.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they do.
Is it not when the top 8 go through?
Yeah.
And then there's the playoff round. Isn't it the losers in the playoff round do drop down to the Europa League, or is it not?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
no
To
idea.
be fair, I don't think they do. I don't think they drop.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but I'll have to check. Actually, I haven't got a clue. But yeah, it's a silly system.
Yeah, I just don't like it, man. There's too many games now. Anyway.
Yeah, but it's quite cold in here, isn't it?
It's freezing. It
Well.
is.
Cold Palmer.
Speaking of cold.
chilly.
Go on, tell us about Cole
cringed me
Palmer.
out.
Tell us about Cole Palmer, mate.
Yeah.
You cringed me out, mate.
Yeah, you were looking at me to do it. You gave me the
Oh,
eyes.
that's
It's a bit chilly in here.
We're never doing that
It
again.
was the least smooth
I want to.
section move ever. Oh my god.
I was expecting everyone to do it.
I need a pint now. Sorry, Mud. Yeah, is he the best player in the league?
I'll put my foot down and say no.
Best 10 in the league?
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's top 10.
He's one off.
No, best 10. Roll number 10.
Oh, best 10. He's not better than De Bruyne. I don't think.
Foden? Better than Foden?
I don't think he's better than Foden.
Oh, that's
I don't think.
a fair shout.
I think Foden won Player of the Year last year,
Yeah.
I
But
think
he's won England Player of the Year this year as.
which
Palmer.
I don't. I think Bellingham should have won it.
Really?
Yeah, I understand why Cole Palmer's won. I think. Also, I think Bellingham's a better 10.
Mate, I think Harry Kane
I
should have
don't
won it
know.
personally.
Really?
Yeah.
He did. To be fair, how many goals did he score in the
It's
Bundesliga?
like 36 or
Yeah,
something.
he did
ridiculous,
really
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Harry Kane is a monster, isn't he?
He
Yeah.
is. Outrageous player. But yeah, Cole Palmer, I think. Do you think he's the best player in the league?
No.
Who do you think is?
What, the best player in the league?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you don't think it's Cole Palmer, who do you think it is?
Haaland.
Yeah, I think it's Haaland as well.
That's
It's
a,
gotta
that's a
be.
fair shout. That's fair. If he wasn't injured, I'd say Rodri. I'd say De Bruyne. I know he's injured as well,
Yeah.
but I think those two for me are so impactful. And I know Cole Palmer's very impactful at Chelsea, but I don't know. I don't think he's De Bruyne and Rodri level yet. Do you know what I mean?
No. I mean, De Bruyne needs to stay fit though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He is in the twilight years, but yeah, it's not Cole Palmer for me.
Do you guys like Maresca?
Too early to tell for me. I know they're on good form, but I think that's just because of the talent Chelsea have got. I'm not convinced. I did think after their start against City, I did think he'd be sacked.
I like the fact though that he's like got his starting 11 now because he's got so many
Yeah.
players, but he's got his Prem starting 11, which I like. So everyone on the pitch knows their job, knows what they're doing, and the team is centered around Cole Palmer again. So
It
it's
is,
like
yeah.
they're gonna have successful games.
I really like him. I really think he's a great coach. Did a great job at Leicester.
Did a great job at Leicester.
Yeah.
Come to Chelsea, and they have got so many struggles, but he's getting the best out of Madueke. Sancho's come in, doing a really good job. I know he hasn't played, full 90s. He hasn't played 3 games, 2 halves, but
Yeah.
he's coming in. He's getting an assist. He's looking as well. When you're watching him, he's looking skillful. Is Sancho?
Yeah, he's looking more
He's-
confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean Palmer. I took him out my FPL that week. He got 4 goals.
Oh, Harvey.
that
mate.
free kick though.
Oh, outrageous.
Brilliant.
Oh my days.
I was on the way back from I think I was at the Derby Norwich press box, which was a midday kickoff, and I was walking on the way back. I checked my phone, and then it's like 4-2 in the first half, and he scored 4.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
It's crazy, isn't it? He's just like he's getting the best out. Even Nicholas Jackson is sorry.
Jackson.
Oh dear, that was even worse.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright, it's
What are we doing? Even he's been good. He's been, and defenders keep saying he's really actually quite difficult to go against Jackson.
I think he's just a bit unpredictable, really.
Yeah.
He's
Just, like,
just a nuisance, isn't
Yeah.
he? 'Cause he's fast, he's quite strong.
he'll run. Like he'll do a job. I don't think he's going to be a striker to win you the league.
Do you find the Reece James scenario really quite comedic?
What, his
He's just
injuries?
always
He's
injured.
just always
Yeah.
injured.
It's crazy because he comes back for one game, and then in that game just gets injured. It's
Yeah.
I will say though, I see a lot of people online say, "Oh, he's the best fullback in the world." He cannot. I've had enough. He cannot be the best fullback in the world when he played 20 minutes a season.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the thing is,
can't.
when you actually think about it, he's had one good season.
Yeah.
He's had the rest. He's just been injured, and I'm not counting the season at Wigan. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, that's not
Yeah.
top class. I don't want to say anything about like lower league football. That's not. You can't judge a player
Yeah.
on loan at Wigan for a season. He had one good season at Chelsea, and apart from that, he's just been injured.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, Lamine Yamal's going to have more appearances than Reece James at the end of the season. Honestly, I'm just not having it.
How old is Reece James now? 26.
Yeah,
maybe?
he's rocking
He's
on.
similar age as
Yeah.
Trent, isn't he?
Yeah.
Trent has probably nearly has as many goal contributions as Reece James has appearances.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I'm not having it.
No, I agree with you. People are like, he's the best fullback. Well, hang on a minute. He's not even on the pitch.
No.
Yeah.
How can he be? I know, like, look, when he's on the pitch, he's a very good fullback, and I'd actually start him for England if he's fully fit over Trent. But you've got,
But fully fit, that's the key word.
if you were, a doctor, and you're always ill, but you're a good doctor, you can't, you got to
Yeah.
be there at the surgery, don't you? You know what I mean?
No, yeah, 100%. You've got
It will
to
make
be
you the
well
best
to do your
doctor
job.
if you-
That's
Because
it.
you're
That's
never
a
there.
That's an interesting comparison. I'll
Yeah.
give that to you.
Well, it's true though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, it is.
If you don't show up to work, you might be good at your job, but you're not showing up.
Yeah.
I mean, similar. Might be an extreme example, but
Yeah. No. You're right though. It's the principle there. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right.
no, I just think. But I am impressed with what Maresca's doing.
Yeah.
I'm loving Man United's downfall.
Oh, it is. It's just perfect.
Comedic.
You can just sit back in your chair and watch a United game and just be smiling. It's the only
Yeah.
time. This is the only
Yeah.
couple. Like the last couple of years is the only time that I watch a Man United game and I'll just smile because they're so bad. It's,
I actually
it's
have
bloody
to,
brilliant.
I have
Yeah.
to be careful what I say on here now about Man United because the chef at work at home, he's a Man United fan and he listens to this. So
I'll say it. They're rubbish.
whoa, mate,
He's
mate.
called him out.
He's,
there.
he's gonna have a go at me for that.
Not your chef. Your chef's not right.
Oh.
I'm sure he's good at his job. But Man
He's a
United.
very good cook actually.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
Sure he is.
yeah.
But Man United. I don't know if you boys saw Man United Tottenham. That was one of the worst showings at a home stadium ever. Like they were unbelievably bad.
The first goal. How can you let Mickey van der Ven just
Oh my god.
Right, and can I just say, Rashford, he is honking at the moment.
Yeah.
He is awful. Like, because he pulled out the 50-50 for Van der Ven, and Van der Ven just run through.
I know. There's no desire. There's no heart. You know, you look back where Sir Alex is in charge. They'd speak about Roy Keane, the famous you go to war.
Yeah. It's
They're
like the
just
least
not-
you can do.
they're
You
not with
might
it.
not play the best football. The least you can do is show a bit of physicality and a bit of heart.
And give it a go.
None of the players do that really,
No.
except maybe Bruno Fernandes.
I know.
And this season.
And that's
I mean,
saying something because
Yeah.
Bruno chucks himself on the floor like there's no tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
like which by the way that red card wasn't a red card for
No,
Bruno,
no,
but
agreed.
Not a red
like
card.
I think Ugarte was just way too, like a lot of players just watched him run past, and Ugarte included.
Yeah.
Needed to be tighter to him. And, it looks as if they're playing sort of 4-2-4 at that time when they ran through.
Yeah.
And the midfield is so vulnerable. You need them two in the middle to be pushing up tight, getting the
Yeah.
ball off
You need them to be a bit mobile. They
Yeah.
just stood there.
They just let
Yeah.
it they sort of ran and just let him go past. I mean, if you did that in Sunday League, how your coach would be absolutely on
Mate,
it.
you
Oh,
take
it's
you
simple,
off.
isn't it?
Yeah,
You
he
take
would.
you
He
off.
would.
But I think, with Ten Hag, it's not an issue of anymore that it's the players. They're his players. Think of all the players he's signed now, like 600 million on Onana, who was at Ajax, Martinez at Ajax, De Ligt was at Ajax. All these players who he's worked with before and he knows of.
Eriksen.
Anthony, like so many,
Yeah.
and they're not working for him. Even Ericsson came out and said the players don't want it. So as much as you can blame the players, as much as you can blame the manager, the players are part of the problem as well. It's
But
just,
is Ten
it's not
Hag?
there.
Is Ten Hag genuinely? Do you think he's the manager for United?
No.
No. Because
I-
I look at the individual players. They're good individual players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get quite a lot of them are quite young, so they're going to need a bit of development. But I look at the team and I think Højlund's actually a good striker on his day. Xerxes had a great season. De Ligt's a really good centre back. But they just don't play for Ten Hag. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think the managers that come in and immediately make an impact, take Fabian Herzl for example at Brighton, they to me convince me more that they're like Ten Hag's come in. I know Man United is an extremely difficult job, but he's come in and they're still the same. There's been no sort of
3 years he's been there, hasn't he?
there's not even some
Yeah.
sort of
I don't want to link it back to Liverpool all the time, but when we played United, in 3 games of Arne Slot, you could tell what the play style was, what the
and he
intensity
used the
was.
same
Can't tell that
attributes
with
to
10 yards.
Klopp as well, hadn't
Yeah.
he? But
You can't tell with 10
don't
yards.
get me wrong, Man United have had some good performances against us, against Liverpool, against
Yeah.
other teams, but at the minute they're just slacking ever so slightly. And I think it's a whole headache because the stadium, the people that they've employed, but they've got Barada, Dan Ashworth, they've got INEOS, Sir Jim Ratcliffe now
Yeah.
wanting to make a new stadium. So it's all the things in the background are going well, but they've got to get. I don't think Man United will fully be back to themselves until all of that is set aside, and
That'll
Yeah.
take a while. let's
and
be
it will.
honest,
It'll
yeah.
take time.
The thing is, I think they're so far behind Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Like so far behind.
Yeah,
I think even Chelsea now.
Yeah.
I think they've
but
dropped
they
behind.
will get back to that level, 100%.
Well, if they
I
stick with Ten
dunno.
Hag,
I
then
think-
No,
Yeah.
they will, 100%. I'm worried when Man United get back into form, they'll be a dangerous side to play against. I genuinely think that.
Really?
Yeah.
I just don't see it. I don't see it until they bring another manager in. But the thing is, who do they go for now? Who's around?
Yeah, that is the thing.
That's another question. Yeah.
You've got
what,
who will go back.
Thomas Tuchel? Would he
I
take this
like
job?
Thomas Tuchel. I've said this before. I think he's a brilliant coach.
But he always falls out with the owners.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
About something. So.
Like what Manchester United managers come in, or come into the club, and then once they've left, come out. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, what a coach he is." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think of like Jose Mourinho after Man United. He didn't have success at Tottenham, and admittedly he had success at Roma, but you know he's not. I don't think anyone sees Jose Mourinho as like a world-class top-tier manager now. You look at Van Gaal. I think he was Dutch team manager.
Yeah, he was.
Like managers, similar with players as well. They'll come to Manchester United and then will come away not the same. It's like a Manchester United effect.
Do you know who I reckon they should get? Get Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back in.
Oh,
Get him in. Pure vibes.
Honestly,
he's such a happy guy.
he
Pure vibes.
did better than I think he did.
He did really well.
And the fans love him.
Yeah.
He's a cult hero at Old Trafford. So.
Yeah.
He did it. He actually did a good job. He
looking
got them
back,
second
yeah.
that season. He actually did a
Looking
good
back,
job,
yeah.
and people slated him then.
I know.
But he actually did a good job, and I actually liked him. I thought he was quite funny.
Yeah.
In his press conferences, I thought he was quite. He
Just seems like quite a nice guy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah.
He really does. I don't think he'll go back now, but
No.
you know.
It would be interesting to see where Man U go next. I will say that.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a Liverpool fan, hopefully they don't get back to
Yeah.
where they were. But I genuinely think, bias aside, I think they can get back to where they were before. Nothing like the Alex Ferguson reign. I mean, that is.
But like title challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But the game's
should be.
changed back since then now. It's not like that now.
Yeah.
Like the Alex and.
Well,
you'll never see something
well,
like
yeah.
that
Look, Sir Alex. A lot of his team was built off the academy. You know, Scholes, Neville, Nicky Butt,
Yeah.
people like that. Whereas United now is just when was the last academy player? I can't think. Was it Rashford? Their
Kobe
biggest.
Mainoo.
Kobe.
Yeah,
Okay, Kobe, mate. Fair enough. All right, I'm wrong there.
But mate,
still.
I see what you mean.
Before that, who was it?
No, it was Rashford, wasn't it?
It's all
Like,
money now, isn't it? Bringing players in.
yeah, you buy players,
Yeah.
and they've spent a lot of
Like
money on
even
wrong
top
players.
clubs are going and buying players and then loaning them back to the club
Yeah.
for the few. You know, I think it's the game's changed, hasn't it? And it's not going to be like it was before. But be interesting to see where they go to. But I tell you, actually, who's really, I think, surprised everyone. Brentford scoring early.
Yeah.
What's that about? What is that? I mean,
It's
how have
crazy.
they done that?
Crazy.
When they did it the first game, I think it was against Manchester City, the first game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, fair play to them. And then they did it the next week, and I'm like, fair play. Third week, what's going on? And then fourth week, within 2 minutes.
I know,
What's going
it's-
If
on?
I ever get the chance to interview Thomas Frank, I'm asking him, what the hell do you do with your set piece? Because I want to implement this in our six-a-side. I mean, can
Yeah.
you imagine we scored early in the first minutes? It'd be good.
You're not allowed to shoot inside the box, though.
I
Oh,
know.
that's stupid.
It is.
Don't you think?
Yeah, that is so stupid, bro.
Anyway, let's not go on about it. So-
But yeah, it's confusing how Brentford just get away so early because they're not. After that, they're not particularly great, are they? I mean, I know they beat Wolves quite convincingly, but the games they've scored earlier, they didn't do well after that. So you know, it's interesting.
yeah.
Oh, cheers, boys.
It's interesting.
I'm not.
It is.
Mate, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at something you'd done the other week.
Oh yeah.
It's not sensible
Oh, okay.
to
fair
share
enough.
it on here, but.
To be fair, Brentford just have a simple tactic though. It's go long, get across into the box, and Brian Mbeumo scores an
Yeah,
absolute worldie.
I know.
That was
Brighton and
Brazilian.
Burma's doing really well, isn't he?
He did so well last season as well.
Yeah.
He's just a great striker.
Yeah.
Also, he's only like he's like 25, 26 as
Yeah,
well.
He's still quite young.
But I think top clubs don't go for him because he looks about 35. Like-
Is that your theory?
I think so.
Do you reckon
yeah.
they just look at him and think he's
Yeah,
35 and
he
just
does.
don't
He
check?
does look old.
He does look older,
but
yeah.
he's a very good player.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he is, and he's doing wonders on people's FPLs.
He is, yeah. He
They're
is.
always bringing
Yeah.
it back to FPL. This.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Always bringing it back.
I don't. I'm sick of it this season. Sick of
Yeah.
it.
I haven't even done it. I don't.
To be fair, though,
don't
I'm,
blame
you know, I'm only 330k.
you. Oh, I know.
Is that good? I don't know.
Yeah, it's decent to be fair.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can stay there.
Wow.
Well, let's hope
Knowing
for
your
you, mate.
football knowledge, probably not, mate. But, well, if you're taking Cole Palmer out when he scored 4 goals.
I was going to say that is a poor decision.
Yeah, well, I took him out for Saka.
Did Saka do anything?
No,
Yeah,
but
there
the
you
next week I captained him, 32 points.
Fair play.
It's decent, isn't
Well
it?
done, mate. Well done.
It's been good to be back in it.
It has. Yeah, I'm glad
I've
that we're
enjoyed
back.
it. I've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of. We are going to get more guests on this year. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good. We won't say who yet, but yeah,
Yeah.
we've got to hopefully get some big guests on this year, and let's hope the podcast can get more and more exciting as we go on.
Weekly episodes will be back, won't they?
Yeah.
So,
They sure will,
always good.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for watching, and lads, been a good episode. I've enjoyed it. And join us next week. We'll be discussing more footballing news.